Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look at these incredible new Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 action figures we're going to take a look at. They are absolutely incredible. I believe we have 10 action figures here in total, and you're not going to want to miss this. They look so amazing, and here's a quick glimpse at just how amazing they're going to look. So guys, we're going to dive on in, and before we get started, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come up. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible new action figures. What you think of the movie, if you thought it was awesome. And yeah, well, while I'm making this, the movie just came out a few hours ago, and I haven't seen it yet. So luckily no spoilers, but I'll be watching it later today. So guys, what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
Folks, this video was brought to you by Vince.
Stay tuned.
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
So tight.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
How you doing there, Gigi?
So nice to meet you, Gigi. Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
I will see you on the TV.
Super Channel
God, is this great?
Sure.
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and let me tell you, I'm incredibly excited to finally get these Marvel Legends series Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 action figures open. They're incredible. I wanted to open them yesterday. I'm opening them today, and I actually wanted to watch the movie today, but well, got late and I haven't watched it yet, but I wanted to open these first before I accidentally throw spoilers out there. Wanted to take a look, and so that way, you know, watching this video, I have no idea what happens other than the previews. And so let me just say I'm excited because I saw the Spider Society, all these incredible different universe Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Mech, T-Rex, everything. And so also having the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man look like he made an appearance, and them referencing Doctor Strange and Spider-Man from No Way Home, like all that was incredible. And then also from the Venom movie, they had that lady that owned that store, right? So anyway, let's dive on in. Let's see who we have in this set. So we have Miles Morales, looks great. We have Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099. Oop, we got some stuff going on here. We got Jessica Drew, Spider-Punk, The Spot, Peter B. Parker. We also have this deluxe legend set. Figure of Cyborg Spider-Woman. That looks sick. And it's heavy. And we have one that came out right before. It is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the first movie that features Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham. I'm excited to have that. I hadn't opened this, and this was a late wave from the first movie. So let's get everything set up, and let's take a look at all of these incredible action figures. Let's get set up here, and let's open these up and take a closer look. I'm like, well, I guess we could have those there, but nah. Let me just set this right on over here, and we will get started with. Whoa! Okay, that slipped out. Let me. There we go. Like I definitely don't want to scuff up the boxes. Okay, great. Okay, so first let's take a look at this Miles action figure. And the packages are all almost identical, of course, with the names being different and the action figures, of course, and then the action pose right here we got here. But everything else is pretty much the same. Look at this beautiful packaging. We have Spider-Gwen. We have Spider-Man 2099 Miguel right there. We have Miles, and the artwork looks amazing. Here's the pictures of who's in the set. And of course we have our deluxe Cyborg Spider-Woman and the additional figure with Spider-Man Noir we're going to open with a Spider-Ham. But doesn't this look outstanding? I'm pretty sure I got this entire set at GameStop. You can also, I've seen it at Walmart, seen it at Target, and I think I got Cyborg Spider-Woman. Well, I was going to say, but it does have the price still on there. Took the price off from the front and put it on the bottom, and that was, well, that's the price of that one. And then you'll see how much they were. So let's get him open. And you know, we've debated about what's the best way to open boxes like this, and they've changed these boxes a little bit over time. I typically like opening them here and then just lifting the blister pack, but this one's a little different. And it looks like it's folded over. Look at this. So it's like one and then folded over back here. So lifting this would mean we'd have to go this way. We can't go this way. And it's under this top layer. So I know, guys, you've been telling me, well, some of you have been telling me cut it here like you've seen. I don't like busting that open, I know. So we'll try and see if the old way will still work, and hopefully, ooh, I was like, where's my butter knife? Because I don't want to damage this package. Okay, cool. Let's get this open, and hopefully this works as I planned. Because look how, hopefully we can just follow that crease. It already has a gap right here. Hopefully with this gap, we can just follow along here and not destroy the package. And if this goes way too long, forgive me, I'll try and speed this up, but I definitely want to proceed with some TLC. Am I tearing this? It definitely looks like it. So how can I do this without tearing it? Well, you get what I mean. Okay. This might be working. Might. Okay. And then we'll assess afterwards. Okay. How well did that work or not work? And this isn't a big enough gap. So, maybe not, but let's try. We can pull this a little further this way. And we can pull this just a smidge further this way. Alright, let's try that. This one will pop out, but I don't know about the subsequent figures after this. So, okay, look at our Miles. I love the way this looks. There's a little piece of tape here to keep this on here. And wow, let's get even closer. Do we want to swap the heads out? Okay, so let's pop this out. Let's get him out of here. And here's these hands. Let's go ahead and swap out the hands right away, because I definitely would prefer not to have these fists. We can just pinch this here and twist out. I'd rather have the web shooting hands. And we will replace these right here. Where we had the other hands. Cover it with tape. And there we go. Well, let's look at both and then we'll see which one we'll rather have. Okay, so here we are with this beautiful Marvel Legend action figure. This looks so great. And let's see what sort of articulation we have. We can spin the head all the way around, of course. Oh my gosh, look how amazing we have. Great, I mean, forget great, amazing head articulation because we have that additional joint there. It's not just on a ball joint, but look at that. Okay, that is absolutely outstanding. Let's see how much ab crunch we have. A ridiculous amount. So the ability to pose this figure is going to be sick. We do also have a joint here at the waist. I love the spider symbol here. The blue. Let's see how far the legs do come to a 90-degree angle. Slightly higher. That's amazing. There's a great joint there at the hips. As far as the arms, they click as they turn around. Here at the shoulder. And okay, so unfortunately the arms don't go higher than a 90-degree angle. They kind of start to, but then it's like you don't want to bust this joint here. We do not have a butterfly joint, so that is unfortunate, but so far everything else looks outstanding. I love this raised texture right here. I love how the suit has this raised texture. Wow, there's a lot of fine details. Look at the wrist. The suit. Like, where did he get this suit? Okay, turns right here in the high part of the bicep. Interesting how this does come all the way that way, pointed. We have double joints at the elbows, which is amazing because we get to bring the arms all the way in. I love that red. That looks great. Look at that. Okay, as far as the legs coming up, we do have some double joints here on the knees. So that gives us maximum posability there also. Turns right here at the upper part of the thigh. And as far as the ankle, we get a pretty amazing point and flex there. And then the pivot. So the articulation in this figure is like 9 out of 10. If only it had butterfly joints and the arms went higher up. But being able to pose the head like this definitely makes up for it. So let's see. Let's twist and pop the head off. And let's take a look at Miles's unmasked face. That's pretty outstanding. I love the head sculpt, the hair. This looks great. And so let's see. Hopefully this doesn't loosen up too much. Seems like the right leg is a little tighter than the left leg is a little looser. Guess we'll leave. Oops. There we go, the masked head on. We'll put this one back in here. We don't lose that. Slide this back in there. Hopefully. Without busting or breaking anything. Okay. Pretty solid. And let's get rid of this. And let's get a pose here. Do we want to have him jumping? Do we want to have him like springing into action? Because this pose is a little too basic here. Just standing there strong. It's alright. Oh, and well, I'm sure you want to compare it to the basic figure. This is the difference. This is the basic figure that we opened not too long ago. Of course, the articulation is sick on this one, and then you know the details are definitely finer in the sculpt and the articulation. But unfortunately, there's no accessories here. But I guess we could use this. Snap it on there, and look. So, but a Marvel Legend figure is a lot more fragile, and this figure is built a lot more sturdy. Let's see a difference in height. Oh, it's almost about the same. Okay, let's set that aside. And let's see if his skinny little legs can support multiple poses. That are dynamic. Let's see. Okay, great. That's pretty satisfying right there. Hopefully it doesn't fall forward. And there we go. Let's put Miles right over here. And that actually looks pretty great. Well, it looks pretty good. We'll adjust that in a little bit. Because I'm like, loved it at first, and I'm like, well, I guess the angle makes it not as great as. There we go. Get it more dynamic. There we go. Now that's more dynamic. Lean it forward a little bit. And pivot this foot just a smidge. There we go. Wow, must be leaning over here because they didn't want to stay. That's perfect. Okay, let's move on. Move this up. Let's move on. Next, we have Spider-Gwen. And Spider-Gwen looks amazing. Look at this movie accurate head sculpt. This awesome new other head accessory that we have with the hood. And the colors, the shoes, everything looks great about this figure. Unfortunate, this looks like it just pulled straight from there, so we don't have anything that's different picture, but maybe that's how they are on all of them. I didn't even realize, I guess this probably was the same on this one too. It sure is, hadn't even caught that. Okay, so we have Spider-Gwen. We have no write-ups in the back, so that's unfortunate. But, yeah, this figure looks amazing. Look at the way they did the mold for the hair, face sculpt, everything. Haley Steinfeld playing Spider-Gwen again, reprising her role, and let's get this open. Let's try to do this again. There's a gap here, as always. I'll try to do this a little faster than we were doing a moment ago, but without going nuts. Wow. I don't know if I'm doing something different, but it's going faster this time. There we go. Let's try this way. I don't know if it's just coincidence, but anyway. Let's get rid of this. And slide Spider-Gwen out. There we are. Let's take a look at this head sculpt right here. Wow. It's not perfectly symmetrical, and I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's cool. It's attached. This is softer plastic, and man, I love that there's color detail on the inside, so that makes it great. Look at that. So we had this instead. They look alright, but you know what? I'm gonna lay this in here. pop her out of here. Let's get closer instead of zooming in. And look how great this looks. Oh, and I remember a piercing above the eyebrow. Look at that. Like the fade of the color in the hair. That looks cool. All in all, great head sculpt. I like how we have this loose for the hoodie being down. Soft-ish plastic for the hair. And well, the head does have potentially the same great articulation, except the hair is going to impede your ability to push the head all the way back. So, you can turn. And otherwise, great job. So, the head sculpt makes up for the fact that it has limited mobility because it just looks great. Now, as far as the arms, make sure you support the arms by pushing in as you push up, because you definitely don't want, look, you don't want to crack this arm off. But it goes higher than a 90-degree angle. Same thing here. Be careful as you push because it is tight here. Push in and down, and don't push here. Push here. Oof, that one was tough. Okay, so the arms go around. Because this kind of V's out there, it clicks and it goes at an angle. We have double joints here at the elbow, so that's great. Again, we're gonna have great articulation here. The wrist goes around. You know, I forgot to say that about Miles. But the wrist goes back and forth and around. And then of course we do have these other hands that are kind of like grabbing or crawling, I guess. I love the colors. Look at that. Black and white. Let's see. Here's where we have our ab crunch. Goes pretty well back. Maybe not necessarily far forward, but it does go that far back. Okay. All right, and this is where we don't have a waist. Can't turn at the waist, but we can definitely twist it up here. Okay. Now, as far as leg articulation, pretty good. We can come up to definitely almost exactly a 90-degree angle. We can turn it up here, the high part of the thigh. Ooh, we got a nice thick joint movement here, considering the legs are pretty skinny still. And probably paint over that number. What do we need that number for? And as far as pointing and flexing the feet, wow, the shoe doesn't look natural at that point, but it's still great that we can do that with our action figure. And we have great articulation there at the feet. So what do we want to do for Gwen? We don't want her to just stand there either like that with a hand on her hip. Let's have her rocking to support Miles over here. We want her, let's see. Let's just try and get inspired. Let's see, we're gonna show her face. Too bad we don't have two web shooting hands. We only have this one. And like, I was just looking for inspiration here, but didn't immediately come. So let's see. What do we want to do here? And maybe we do have the other hands. Tell you what. Give me a second. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this pose. We're gonna have her jumping, lunging, but not necessarily standing with that pose. So we can use an action, dynamic action heroes figure stand. Get one of this. Ooh, get all dusty. We'll bring her up right here. We'll make this simple. Just put it right here around her waist. And, well, too bad I can't close it any more than that. And I was like, okay. Dissatisfied with the way that's holding that. Let's see. Let's try this one. Just too loose, and she's super thin, so it's like, that was dissatisfying also. Well, I don't want that to. There we go. I guess if we don't move it, that might work. Then I gotta pull him forward. Maybe I can turn this. I can turn this. Have her jumping that way. How's that? Okay, that looks pretty cool. Pretty satisfied with that, even though she's probably gonna lean over and fall in a minute. That looks cool. Okay, great. Let's put this away. And then maybe we don't need, oops. Maybe we don't need this just yet. Ugh. Reach because I dropped everything. And let's pop this back in here. This should be fine. Hope I don't destroy it. Great. Look at that. Okay. That looks amazing. And let's move on to our next figure. So the next one in the set would be our Spider-Man 2099. Look at that. Going in order. And Spider-Man 2099 looks outstanding. Looks absolutely great. And, well, here's our basic figure. We can kind of compare him to that in a moment. And now that you mention it, well, here's a basic figure, Spider-Gwen. And not too shabby, I'll say. We're over here. We can take a look at that later. So as far as Spider-Man 2099, beautiful package. Again, this looks like a great job making it movie accurate also. Looks absolutely amazing. It's taller than the other figures. And let's get it open. Let's see if we can also. This one is significantly, the package is thicker. So I don't know if we're gonna have as easy of a time to get it out, or if it's going to be extra difficult. Guess we're about to find out. Here we are. And, well, it looks like it might prove to be a little more difficult now that I'm thinking about it. So, I'm like, do I want to take it all the way here so I can slide this out? Because I don't know if that gap's going to be big enough to take it out. Might have to. Let's try it. We'll experiment with this one, believe it or not. Well, it appears that it may have worked. Let's just bring this across just a little bit more. And, well, look at that. Maybe that's what we'll do. And then, well, you wouldn't be able to tell. We could probably even glue this if we wanted to glue it back shut. And this blemish was already here. If you rewind, you'll see that that was already popping off. Not bad. no destroyed box, and well, if we did it nice enough, you wouldn't even be able to tell if we just glued it. So, wow. Okay, and Spider-Man 2099, and he's so tall that his feet are poking out the bottom. We have no additional accessories outside the 2 sets of hands, and well, look at that. And forgive me, haven't seen the movie yet, and the other figure didn't come with, what is this? A cloak, a cape? Cloaking device cape? I guess I'll find out. And well, you watching this have probably already seen the movie, so you might already know what that is. Here we go. Put this here. Do we keep these hands? Fist hands? Sure, let's do that. As far as head articulation, this one is having like a ball joint like we talked about. I'm gonna leave these hands in here, but you see we do have those open. Let's put this back in here. Perfect. I love the way that worked out. Okay. So this is our Miguel. And beautiful head sculpt. Oh, we have a little bit of artifact right there. And here we are with our cape or cloak that we got here. I guess it's just glued on there. It's not meant to come off, I definitely don't think. It looks cool, and it fades from red to clear. Look at this soft plastic here. We definitely have an ab crunch here, and it goes pretty far forward and back, I should say. It's a little looser than I would have liked, but either way. The arms click going around. As far as the joint, they come to about a 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit less, and that's because it ends up hitting right there. We turn right there in the upper part of the bicep. Uh-oh, I don't want to okay, there we go. Make sure you support by pushing in here, and we do have double joints here at the elbow. Well, we do, but the arm's not going in there, and I don't want to force it. Let's try this one. There we go. Same thing here. So let's try this again. Let's try pushing on the elbow itself. Ugh. Several things going on, especially with Miles falling there. This elbow is not wanting to cooperate. Ugh. Wow, look at that. Okay, and I don't want to break it or force it. There we go. Forcing it a little. And well, let's see if that loosened it up a little bit. Only barely. But anyway, luckily we're able to get these to come in pretty well. We do have joints that go back and forth right here on the wrist. The wrists do turn in and out. That. I love the sculpt for the hands, the detail. Look like his fists look great. Look at that. Now we do turn at the waist also, so that looks great. At the legs. Let's see how close that is to a 90-degree angle. Not quite, because if he's straight up like that, doesn't quite come to a 90-degree angle. We do have some pretty solid knee joints here. Very cool. I love that none of these figures have had that weird shin joint. They do turn right here in the upper part of the thigh, so we can get good articulation there. You can point and flex pretty well. Wait a minute. No! There's no way! No way! Are you noticing this? And there's no way I could have seen that. There's no way I could have seen that. It would have been hidden behind. You're gonna have to rewind to see, watch. And so, you'd have to rewind to see that we have two, what is this, left feet? And at first glance you can't even tell, so that's good, that's cool. But when you put it down like this, because here it's like, oh, you can't tell as much. But no wonder he can't dance, he has two left feet. So, interesting. And, well, guess I better watch the movie before I get corrected. And it's like, well, he's supposed to have two left feet. I'm like, well, For now, I'm gonna believe that this is a mistake. How's that? And wow. Can I get him to stand very well with his 2 left feet? And that looks great. Let's see, he might be leaning too far that way. And maybe his left foot isn't really cooperating. There we go. I like that. I'll put that here. And get him to stand. If I can get Miles to stand here also. Let's see, what can I do to bring his leg further back maybe? Okay, so that looks pretty awesome to me. Let's see. Straighten the arm out, right? Stand him up just slightly more with a stronger pose. There we go. And then push his foot back a little. His foot's like shifting on me. That second left foot. Alright, sorry about this, guys. Hopefully I can get him to stay up here now. Nope. Not wanting to. Okay, much better. And as far as Miles, I didn't really want them like leaning on each other, but I guess we'll fix that in a little bit. But otherwise, these 3 look great. Probably would have given them the open hand now, seeing as how the 2 fists kind of just flexing there. And well, here's the amazing 2099 basic figure that I love that it's see-through. We could probably put that accessory on his wrist too. But that looks pretty cool. And this one is bigger. So awesome. Okay. Let's move on. Alright, next we have Jessica Drew, who has no accessories outside of just having 2 other hands. And the open hands don't look necessarily too great. Oh, fists, I mean what I meant to say. And well, it has the same beautiful package. You know, it's a cool character design. I haven't seen the movie, but heard she's pregnant here. And first pregnant superhero. And, well, I could have heard completely wrong on, but again, I also haven't seen the movie. But either way, it's a cool looking character design. I hope the head's not too heavy as far as, because it looks like it's a thin neck with a huge head sculpt hairpiece, and so hopefully it doesn't fall over. But let's find out. Let's get it open. No write-ups in the back. And this is the least appealing figure of all of them to me. And maybe it's just because I have no emotional connection to this character yet. Maybe. So, let's do the same thing we just did. Try to split this box open right where it is glued together. So we don't have to damage it. Again, this is also a much deeper package than the other ones. Much like Spider-Man 2099. You see how I'm lifting by twisting. So let's do this here. gonna be a pro at this by the time I'm done. Look at this. Wow, clean, neat, and just slide it right out. All right, we'll leave these two fist hands in there and pop it out. Yeah, not too bad. Oh no, yeah, it's gonna be hard to stand this character up. Take it back. My initial thoughts were not too bad, but no, it is top heavy. Or it's really close to what appears like top heavy. Let's get a closer look. And maybe after I see the movie, I'll have a better emotional connection to this character and think, oh man, she was super cool, because what if she just makes a cameo? Or just a small appearance, what I mean. Let's see, the glasses, they appear to be attached or glued, at least on the sides, so I can't take those off. Look at how hard is this hair. Pretty hard, stiff. As far as head articulation, we can turn it, but the hair ends up hitting the shoulder. Yeah, let's see the arms. Because of the way the jacket is, it's a little Thriller, Michael Jackson-ish jacket, but updated spider style. Let's see, we have double joints on the elbows. Ooh, I couldn't get this other. There we go. So that's plus, at least for articulation wise. We can push the wrist back and forth and turn them. Same thing with this one for this Spider-Woman. Cool. Let's turn the head. And definitely pivot the head a lot. As far as the legs, we have this like utility belt or pouch. It is just placed on, so it's not glued on, but it's not going to slide off either. The legs do not come up anywhere near to a 90-degree angle. Turn at the high part of the waist. I'm sorry, of the thigh. Definitely have that joint right there at the hip. And let's see the double joints here. Oh man, that was a strong joint. That look, this is not even bending. There we go. Oh my gosh, I had to apply so much pressure on it. I accidentally knocked everybody over. I'm like, let me take a picture of this real quick. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. I'm like, friend, what are you doing to me here? And then we have, is this limited foot mobility? It sure is. Oh, this one moves more than that one, so maybe it's not limited, it's just, there we go. Just hadn't loosened it up enough. Boots look okay. Figure looks alright. Maybe she'll be cool in the movie. Alright, we'll find out. But man, that is some heavy neck pivot. Can we get her to stand on her own without needing a stand? And what exactly is the pose here? I guess maybe replace one hand with a fist and just standing. Put that there. Let's see if we can get her to stand. Widen her stance and her hair not to. Let's see, she does turn. Oh no, I thought she turned at the waist, but it can't tell if it's supposed to or not. Okay, so we'll need a stand to get her to stand, but I guess we can lean her against the wall over here. Our Spider-Man 2099. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Too close, looks like they're holding hands. Let's move Gwen back over here. Let's put Miles back over here. And I'm like, what's going on here, Miles? You want to stand up or not? Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay, looks like we may have gotten everything to correct itself with a few more figures, right? Okay, let's bring her over here. Miles kind of blending into her. Let's bring her back over here. And or all right. I'm like, I definitely don't have one of those other stands, but put her back over here. Let's make sure she doesn't drown out our miles. Bring our Spider-Man 2099. There we go. Oh, and I almost forgot about his 2 left feet already, just a couple minutes later. So anyway, that looks better. We probably need a dynamic action hero stand for figure stand for Miles, so we can get a more dynamic pose, but that will work right there. Okay, so next let's move on from here, and we are gonna move on to Spider-Punk. And Spider-Punk looks amazing. Look at that. Definitely has that really cool punk outfit. The boots, guitar pick, everything. Beautiful package. Let's raise this up so we don't shake the whole thing and knock everybody down again. But looks outstanding. Love that he's holding a guitar pick in this hand. Guess we can't take the guitar pick out of his hand ever because we only have one hand that we can replace. So let's get him out and let's do the same thing now that I'm liking this even more. Switch this in here. We will kind of twist a little bit. And make sure I don't knock anybody over again. Go. Bring this down this way. Okay. Do I want to open this further? Yeah, let's do it. Just like the other ones we just did. Opens more like a book and doesn't damage our package. I'll slide this out. Look at that. And then again, beautiful that it hasn't torn anything that we can tell. Great. Okay, so Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk looks outstanding. And we'll leave this web shooting looking hand right here. In there. Pop them out. The guitar, okay, it still pops through the front, but then threads through there. And we'll leave that in there. Let's put this back in here. Set that aside. Let's take a closer look. His head sculpt. Whoa, I love that. I love how it is not symmetrical and it's kind of like bleeding down. I love the fact that we have some strong mobility here with the head articulation, that we can tilt and turn really well. Look at these spikes for his mohawk. I think these are supposed to be straight, but look at that. Alrighty. Man, look how cool that looks. And the detail here, this little bit of white paint that's on purpose here to make it look like they're little studs, I guess. And Digging the collar. Look at the shirt. We have, it's torn. We have this, I guess, former jacket that's a vest now. We do have, oh my god, an insane ab crunch. We have, turns right here at the waist. Suspenders are down. I'm assuming that's what those are. It's got 2 belts. I love the detail in the suit, in his outfit, I mean. The arms, let's see. They do not quite go up to 90-degree angle. They click as they turn. We have a double joint. No, oh yeah, double joint right here at the elbow. We have what appears to be a power cord type hand right here, so we can make a power cord. Depending on what string he's on, you know, that might be major. Not a power cord. Fully, I should say, but there we go. Might be just a bar cord. And there's the pick in his hand again. Grung, grung, grung. Let's see the guitar. Oh man, from far away it's like cool stickers. Then we come and then it's like, wow, they're a little splotchy. And then this like gray or worn look makes it look just dingier instead of like neater. Okay, so look at his boots. The legs do come up to almost 90-degree angle. We have double joints here at the knees, but I guess it's gonna hit here. That's why I couldn't pull it any further in. So that's cool. It does turn here, just underneath the knee. And as far as point and flex right here on those boots and the pivot, that's pretty good. So let's see if we can have him rocking out on his guitar. Put this over here, and this arm needs to come over also. Let's bend the wrist here. Let's put it right on. Yeah, that looks great. Too bad the guitar is a little bendy, but otherwise, well, he wouldn't be pointing it straight out like that. He'd be pointing it in this way. So too bad the pick's not coming this way. It's coming out this way. But anyway, get the point. Look how great that looks. Let's give him a rock power stance. Oh, look. This is a little unfortunate because it's like with all these joints, 1, 2, and 3 right next to each other, it's like kind of wobbly there. So I'm like, can we still get a really killer pose that will stand up? I think we can. Look at that. And a hand back over here. Look at that. Okay, let's see if we can bring his leg further out so we can get I don't want him to lean back. I want him to lean. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't fall because it's a little wobbly. But check that out. So that looks great. And wait, what are you doing all the way over there? That looks cool. Let me take a quick picture. And Gwen's just way too far up, so but that's what I have for the stand. Alright, let's move on. I'm extremely pleased. These look outstanding. Next, we're going to move on to the spot. And well, I thought the spot looked pretty cool and unique in in the previews. He's got that, I don't know, unusually long legs and short trunk of a body here. And anyway, like stuff's going through like little portal holes right here, and like there's Miles' hand, but part of his body here. So that looks great. Also, again, wow, look how that looks cool here. And it's the exact same, but I'm curious to see, is he a villain? Is he just somebody that's passing through? And, you know, how do they even get through? Like, I'm anxious to see how this works. But obviously they're traveling the multiverse again, and looks like Gwen Stacy is the one that pulls Miles back through. But interesting. So can't wait to find out. Put this right here. Let's shimmy this up so we don't tear our package. Get all the way up here so we can open it like a book. And then if we want, we can always seal it again later with some glue. Perfect. Let's bring this way. Let's lift this up right here. Wow, look how crazy this looks. Wait a minute. Can't seem to get it out of here. Let's try that side then. Work with me. Okay. Interesting. Why do we have a little... Okay, there's a plastic thing I hadn't seen. Literally right here. Okay, it's a little bendy, but we put this here. And look at that. That's neat. See, I guess since it's leaning that way, I'll do the opposite and have it going forward like that. Like, this isn't a suction cup, it's just shaped like it. Alright. What about this? This clips onto it. You can only imagine. So, this would clip on here. His hand's coming out of one side and his head out of another. That's cool. Alright, and then we have two fists and then two open hands. One like this and one like that. So let's get him out of here. Man, he was pretty snug in here, so like, what's going on? I want them to definitely be protected in the plastic. Well, I guess let me not complain. Then we'll go back to all cardboard ones that didn't even have the figures in them. Yay, I love this. Okay, we'll put this right back in here. Look at that. Amazing. And let's get down here. The spot. Again, no write-up, so don't know exactly what's going on here. Don't know why he's passing through or if he's in the right universe or travels the multiverse. Don't know. But we have amazing head articulation. We can pivot a little bit. We can turn really well, and we can move it up and down extremely well. Now the arms go out to a little less than 90-degree angle. Got some long arms. Turns right here at the high part of the bicep. Wow, he's got a portal hole or whatever right here in his armpit. He kind of looks like the Chick-fil-A cow from the commercials. There we go. Has double joints that bring his arms in. I'm having struggling with this one. There we go. Wasn't wanting to bend. Man, his hand's like super rubbery and plasticky. Look. So the wrist turns and goes back and forth, and then turns all the way around. As far as the legs, interesting that it looks like that. So we can turn right here, not really at the waist, and then we can go back and forth a little bit. So that's cool, that's a plus. The legs have a little more movement than you would think. He's got legs that look like little white dried up Slim Jims. You can turn right here in the high part of the thigh. They do have double joints. Oop, I'm trying to get this bottom part of the knee to bend, but it's not wanting to work with me here. Careful, you don't want to break the knee. But luckily I got it loose. There we go. The joints for the knee are not super solid and or sound. Oof, this one's not wanting to bend with me at all, and I don't want to break this one. So, like, almost. Wow. Alright, so let's just stand him up then. As far as the feet, his joints are really thin, so be careful and make sure you support them by pushing them in also while you turn them. Okay, we can do a decent job of pointing and flexing the feet for articulation. Decent, nothing amazing. And let's see what we're going to do. Let's see, as far as how we pose him, doesn't look like we need to do anything too crazy dynamic. Just give him a stronger stance. And I don't know, give him a kind of a mime look, I don't know. And we'll find out. So let's have him stand right here. And we'll put Miles kind of popping out like that. How does that look? It looks pretty great, actually. Cool accessories. We'll find out more when we watch the movie later. Okay, cool. Let's move on. And that looks amazing. So, the last figure in this set, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then of course we're adding the deluxe figure in a moment, the Cyborg Spider-Woman, and then the Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham. But this is the last one of these 7, and this is Peter B. Parker, who we've already confirmed is in the new movie. But when it says inspired by, not necessarily Spider-Man to Spider-Verse, not necessarily that he's not going to come out in the new movie, but these are the when he was barefoot and wearing sweatpants from the first movie. There we go. That's how much it was from GameStop. And looks great. Let's get him open. Try not to knock anybody over again. Just lift it up, I guess. Wow, that lifted even easier than I had hoped. Okay. Just twist slowly, slightly. Pushing down. I wonder if you can hear that. Maybe not. And we'll open it like a book right here. Come on this way. And that should be plenty. Alright, Peter B. Parker. Unfortunately, we have no other accessories other than being able to swap out the hands, which we're going to do right off the bat. But I would love to, I guess when we're done here, go bring the Marvel Legends from the original movie, where it had him with was it a jacket, coffee cup, am I mistaken? And then swap out the head. That was cool. Let's pop these hands off the wrist. pinch here and twist. And let's swap it out for these two hats. There we are. Perfect. Pop this right in here. Look at that. Great. And this will go here. This here. And it's too bad those are our only accessories, no head sculpt, nothing. Let's see. We can turn at the waist here, it's kind of tight, but we can still turn. We can also turn and pivot right here. And this top part is rib cage. I don't know if I love that, because when you turn it, it looks odd. I wish maybe it would have just been a normal ab crunch. And turning at the waist is a little awkward, but anyway. So, the arms come to what's essentially a 90-degree angle up. Again, he doesn't have a butterfly joint either. But he has amazing head articulation. Look at that. I love it when the action figures can do that. Because we can get like when you need it, like Iron Man coming forward. But anyway, great articulation there at the neck. We have mobility right here on the top part of the bicep. We do have double joints that allow the arms to come in pretty well. And the lack of the butterfly joint, that's unfortunate, but anyway, we can move the wrist back and forth and turn it. Looks like these are mirror image hands. We're pretty close. I already showed you the ab crunch and so on. Now as far as the legs right here, looks like we can move to almost a 90-degree angle. Sweatpants. Oof. Ugh, that was a difficult knee joint. Let's see. Ugh, it doesn't want to bend. I don't want to break it. Oh, there we go. Finally got it. So it's gonna be a chunky joint, which is, I guess, is a good thing in the long run as long as it doesn't break. The legs do move at the top part of the thigh, and then as far as his bare feet, look at that. They do point and flex. Wow, extremely well. Look at that. Oh no, what's the deal here? I was like, it's like soft bendy plastic for, and it looks like it'll pop right out. For his ankle that's showing, I'm not happy about that. Look, it's like soft plastic. So it looks cool, but wish it was stiff plastic. All right. Let's see. There's a little bit of blemish right there where it's like there's some paint that like looks like it bled onto there. Otherwise, it's a cool sculpt, cool figure. Let's see. How do we have him standing here? Oh, with the fist picking his arm up like that. Make it look like he's like, what? Just because it's kind of a funny looking situation here. And there we go. Peter B. Parker was absolutely one of my favorite characters in the movie. So that'll work. If we can get him to stand on his own. Alright, how's that? I'm loving it. Look at this. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this would be all of them. But let's do our deluxe figure. Give me a second. And here we go. This one does have an a windowless package. Cardboard, no plastic on the outside, perhaps on the inside. And this package is significantly different from the other ones, although it has the same art here on the sides. This one has this here, which looks sick. Turn this around, and this figure is going to be 7.9 inches tall, almost 8 inches. Oh, that's how much I got it for GameStop. And well, there you go. And well, we compare. Here's the deluxe figure that it's from the basic set. You pinch this leg. It doesn't have a whole lot of articulation, just kind of back and forth, but still a cool figure. But this one, as you can see, has tons more detail. And I'm like, please tell me these weren't already open, because I don't know if I checked them when I bought it. So let us get this open. Okay, we got one more piece of tape down here. Here we go. We can slide on out, and well, nope. This is cardboard inside. I'm a little disappointed because I hate these packages. Let's get rid of this. And I can never put it back in here once I get it out. Alright. So ASMR coming at you. Try not to tear it. I mean, it's better than holy schmoly. I was like, what's all that chunkiness? But it's this. Oh, it's straight. I guess this one just goes straight down, that one goes straight back, right? And zero accessories, I'm assuming. But wow. Look at that. What the heck? There we go. What's going on with the legs here? There we are. Okay, so let's. I think the joint is being pushed in because of how it was resting. I think it's supposed to be like this, but all right. Just making sure there's nothing else in here. Close this up. I guess we can push that in there. Put that in there and just slide this in. There we go. And wow, let me just say, a lot of love went into the building and sculpt of this figure. Look at that. That detail, and it's extremely obvious and apparent. You look at these two, look at this. Wow, this is sick. And look at this soft plastic here. Okay, head sculpt. Turns, pivots, and goes much further back than I thought. Look at that. Very cool. As far as the arm, well, only moves this far out like that. It appears that it does turn all the way around. It is restricted by that articulation right there because of where it hits right here. We can twist it here. Like, it's the only thing that moves, right? Nope. Moves here too. These are soft plastic. Looks like they're pointing a little on this other direction because it was resting in there against the box. We can turn here at the waist. I don't know if it's supposed to stay, but it's turning. Now, as far as these chains, looks like it's attached here, but these are loose here. I'm definitely loving the sculpt, but unfortunate that these wires kind of like end right there as far as the coloring. That's too bad, but they still look cool. can be customized, I guess. Utility belt here that is just plastic belt that's thrown on there, while the other one doesn't have tons of detail but has a good sculpt. Here's utility bag right here. The legs turn at the high part of the thigh, like that. Let's see, as far as the knee joints, before I pinch my thumb, man, we got some super chunky double knee joints there. And they can only come so far in because it hits right there. What about here? So the same thing here. This comes a little further in because it doesn't have that lip there. This knee guard right here that looks like Freddy Krueger claws. Let's see. The boots look cool. Now as far as, man, there's spikes on here. I was pushing it so it could move, but there we go, look at that. Boots look pretty crazy. And there we go. Can point and flex pretty well. The joints are pretty solid. The only thing I'm not excited about is that this leg should be like this, which is significantly different than, so I can hold it still. Like this is the joint versus this where it's curving back in. This one's going straight, this one's curving back in. Hopefully that'll correct itself over time, because this leg's almost straight down, this one's out, and then the bottom part is coming down. Let's see. As far as the arms, we do have a double joint at the elbow on this side. Ugh, I'm having difficulty bending the, there we go. The first part. You can turn right here at the wrist and go back and forth here. We can turn at the high part of the bicep, but there's a lot of restriction because of this shoulder guard. It does go back and forth, so you can have some level of opposability here. Let's see. That looks pretty monstrous. Look at that. And let me make sure I don't have two left feet again. Nope. Definitely don't. Alright, cool. Look at the boots. Too bad again that this doesn't come all the way around the way they colored that. This looks like barbed wire or whatever. This boot looks pretty sick with the detail. Look at the straps that are coming out. A lot of love went into this figure. I'll say that. This is a pretty awesome looking action figure, and well, hopefully this turns out to be a really cool character. Another one that I haven't developed a connection with yet, but hopefully it turns out to be a really cool character, because that's a cool action figure. Wow, look at that. Now we have 8, and we'll have to do number 9 and number 10. Alright, outstanding. Cool. So, last but certainly not least, we have Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham from Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't come out in this movie with the whole Spider Society. They look great. This is our first Spider-Man Noir, and I believe as far as Marvel Legends, the first Spider-Ham, but we did have a basic one that came out. And then, you know what, a comic book Spider-Ham. We've had some of that, but I don't know if we've had necessarily this one. It's unfortunate that it looks like you can't really pose anything, maybe just turn the feet and the head, but anyway. And we have extra accessories right here with another head sculpt that doesn't have the hat, I guess, and then a pistol. So the package looks pretty great. Oh, I was like, this is a cut, which means I feel like, where did I get this, at Target? When they were opening it, they probably had a box cutter and went straight through the box to get them out, and then, well, here we are. So, this looks great. Again, we have no write-up whatsoever in the back. That's been the biggest letdown to make this fully a Super Channel G video, but we'll move on anyway. Oh man, I forgot. We're gonna have a plastic-free box. tape that. Alright, here we go. Look at our little Spider-Ham. Nice to have pork chop. Oh wow, the accessories were just tossed in there with him. Okay, and he looks pretty awesome actually. Look at that. His head does pivot and turn. That's awesome. I wonder if his body's strong enough to hold him up. Okay, you can't lean it back too far, otherwise he will fall over. The feet are soft plastic. He's got his little coily tail. Look at that. Spider symbol looks great. I am digging this. He is struggling to stand up. Okay, that's perfect. That's better. But we do have a couple pegs, I guess, that we could use for a stand. Okay, awesome. And then let's get the Spider-Man Noir out of here. He's in this little sack. Wow, he looks even better than I thought he was gonna look. Put this back in here. I'll pass as far as the one with the hat off. Throw this in here. And let's display the one with the hat on. There we go.
Just set that aside right there.
Why do you talk like that? Okay. Whatever. Bring this down over here. And let's look at our accessory right here, our gun. Soft plastic. Okay, at least it stayed straight. And let's look at our head sculpt here. Wow, that looks sick. And it looks like we'd be able to articulate this head pretty well. Look at that. I love the way this jacket looks. I love the way his detail is. Oh, we have a holster. So this holster might even be able to carry this gun. Look at that. Okay, now good luck getting it out. And I need tweezers. Well, take it from me, kids. You're gonna need. Oh my gosh, it's only going further in there. Let me get the tweezers. Give me a second. And that looks cool, first of all. Look at that. That looks cool. And then just a heads up, you're gonna need some tweezers if you're gonna put this gun in here, apparently. There we go. Had to do a pistol extraction. Alright, so let's look back at this. His coat looks incredible. Love the way that looks. Wow, look at this soft plastic. Although it's kind of blowing up. That looks awesome. As far as his arms, ooh, look. Why is it so loose? Interesting. Don't know, but this one's definitely a lot tighter. This one's like, look at that. Anyway, turns right here at the bicep, comes up to about a 90-degree angle. We'll go all the way around while clicking. Turns to the high part of the bicep. We have double joints here at the elbows. And turn right here at the wrists, and they also go back and forth. We have two hands that are basically mirror images of each other that looks like we can use to put the pistol in. Forgive me if I keep calling it the wrong thing. Oh no! Gwen fell again and kicked Miles right in the head. We have a strong ab crunch right here, and we do turn at the waist. We have this really cool utility belt. We have legs that do not quite come up to a 90-degree angle, but they're close. Really strong, chunky knee joints. So that's good. They come this far in. And then, well, his boots look pretty cool. He's got more of a squared toe. And this is a great looking figure. Look at that. And the legs do have a joint up here on the high part of the thigh. And let's see what this looks like if we put the gun right here. Let's put this in right here, and then we'll put his trigger finger and push it so it's right there, ready to pull the trigger, and that looks great. Let's get him standing there kind of strong pose and mysterious. The square toe boots. Let's lean him forward a little bit. Oh no, everybody's starting to fall. Oof, careful, pinched my finger because as I was bending the knee joint, it's a little pinchy back there. There we go. That's gonna look pretty cool. So let's fix everybody here so that we can okay. And then I do not have a different stand, but whatevs. Let's see. Let's bring her over here. Let's bring her over here. Can I? Is there any way to do this differently? No. It's like, there's not. I guess that, but not necessarily loving that, but either way, cool. There we go. We can put him here. And put Spider-Man Noir back here, maybe. Then Miles blends into that. Put Spider-Ham right here. Oh. Well, I don't want anybody to blend into each other, but that looks pretty great. Maybe I can just move this over it. Bring Spider-Ham over here. Oh man, I can't consistently get him to... There we go. That's much better. Maybe we can bring Peter B. Parker here. We can move the spot this way. That looks cool. Oh my gosh. Super clumsy today. Okay, that'll work. This'll work. Move Spider-Punk back over here. Spider-Man 2099. And Miles right here. Hopefully this works good. Spider-Man Noir is probably too much that way. Let's see if we can turn Gwen without dropping her. There we go. Alright, this is much better. Miles is just kind of no man's land. Alright, we're gonna have to move some of these, but while I'm working on that, hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us here today. When I come closer, you're gonna like the way they look. Look at that. And so, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments left here for me. Let us know what you think of all these incredible action figures from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and 2 from the first movie. Talk to us in the comments, let us know what you think, and check out our YouTube channel for more great videos like this. And don't forget to check the description below for more links to videos like this. So thank you again for hanging out with us here today. We'll be seeing you soon. Check back on our YouTube channel page, and we'll be seeing you soon. Thanks for hanging out with us on Vincent and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.